Remember Overkill's The Walking Dead? I wish I did not, but there has been an update regarding that game, okay? We know that it came out in not so good of a shape, but I wanted to go ahead and speak about this because I covered the game before, and also this could possibly pertain for the future of Walking Dead IP games, and hopefully more of a story approach, but we'll go ahead and get to that in a second here. So we have an article coming from Skybound themselves saying an update on Overkill's The Walking Dead, and it's pretty harsh, okay? As of today, we have terminated our contract with Starbreeze Studios and will discontinue all efforts on Overkill's The Walking Dead. Wow, that's pretty harsh. But then they go ahead and say, our creators and their stories are the core of Skybound, and since 2014, we have worked hard to expand the world of The Walking Dead into an exceptionally co-op action FPS. We did our best to work with Starbreeze and resolve many issues that we saw with the game, but ultimately Overkill's The Walking Dead did not meet our standards, nor is it the quality that we were promised. We are exceedingly sorry to our fans and share their disappointment in the game. We remain dedicated to providing our fans with the most premium quality content we can offer, and will continue to look for alternate video game options for the IP, okay? A bunch of stuff there. Let's go ahead and break it down a little bit and discuss this. Damn, Skybound, that was pretty harsh. They went ahead and outright terminated the IP. Like, they cannot do anything with that game anymore. They don't have the license to go ahead and continue under Overkill's The Walking Dead. They cannot make content for it. They had planned like seasons and stuff. That's all canceled. They had, you know, a console release for the PS4 and Xbox One. That's canceled. That is absolutely crazy, okay? The game came out like last year in like November, I think, or October, November probably, for PC, and it did not look so hot. I played the beta, I saw the gameplay, it was not good. I don't know what happened with that game and how they spent 5 years on development with that game, and it came out to be honestly kind of trash, okay? I did not like it. The gameplay was just generic. There were so many problems, and the story was basically non-existent. It was just not good compared to what we were shown and promised. And I can understand why Skybound went ahead and terminated the IP. And it really shows that Skybound really wants to have the Walking Dead, you know, game series, just the whole, like, any game in general. They want it to be of premium quality, and I really do respect that. They could have said, hey, go ahead and keep the IP, we're over here walking all over it, you're making it all dirty and stuff, but hey, you go ahead and keep it, do your content. But they were like, no, look, you're making our Walking Dead IP look bad, and that's what happened here. And I'm really surprised about how blunt they are with this article here. Now let's go ahead and go forward. We saw some issues with the game. Of course, there were a bunch of issues, and then they say it did not meet their standards, which is very important. So Skybound seems to have standards with their game, which I'm not entirely sure why they let Activision, you know, go ahead and make that Walking Dead game. What's it called? Like Walking Dead, The Walking Dead Survival Instinct. Okay, that was in 2013, and that was published by Activision. Now, the difference here is that this was a, you know, put it out and done product, while Overkill The Walking Dead was promised to be a live service, you know, updates, new content, and things like that. Therefore, they might have had a longer contract with that company. This, with Activision, might have been a single game project, and after that, they went ahead and just, you know, just stopped working with Activision. So, Telltale had the Walking Dead IP as well. I believe Skybound thought that Telltale did a great job with the series, therefore they didn't bother terminating the contract. They really did trust Telltale a lot, so that shows there. But, you know, this is very surprising. Let's go ahead and move on a bit more, saying that they are also disappointed with this outcome, okay? So, it goes to show that even the IP holders weren't very happy with the product. This is definitely a really good sign. Moving on further, they go ahead and say, we will continue to look for alternative video game options for the IP. So Skybound still plans to release Walking Dead games. We just don't know what they plan on doing. They tried their hand with Overkill, the studio, and Starbreeze, and that flopped. They tried Telltale Games, and they did a great job, but ultimately did not reach the success, you know, that they once had with Walking Dead Season 1. So what is the next step forward for Skybound and their Walking Dead games, okay? And I believe the approach of, if you can't trust people to go ahead and do it yourself. So I think that's why Skybound went ahead and created Skybound Games, their game publishing and in-house actual studio. They're not really a studio at the moment. They have not made a game yet. They've been publishing games, but once they go ahead and hire developers, get that extra money from publishing games, I believe Skybound can go ahead and become a developer and a publisher, and they can make their own games. That would be incredible. I can see Skybound actually hiring the Telltale developers full time right now because they're on contract for The Walking Dead: The Final Season episode, of course 3 and 4. They are contracted, but I believe that this is a step towards them actually hiring full-time developers for their Skybound Games studio. And that is very, very, very important because I think that Skybound will be making their own Walking Dead game. Not looking at Starbreeze, not looking at Ubisoft, Activision, going in-house, going right to their consultants in the whole company and being like, hey Robert Kirkman, consult on our game. And here's my suggestion, okay? The Walking Dead, it excels as a story-based product. Look at the comics, look at the TV show, look at the Telltale series. It excels in the form of story-based. Overkill tried their hand with gameplay, first-person shooter, and it was heavily generic. Because honestly, look at The Walking Dead. It's not that complex, okay? You have walkers, and they get shot in the head, and they die, and then you have people who get bit by walkers, things like that. It's very, very, very tied to story. And that's why I think that, point and click adventure games, whether it be episodic or just full release, I think that it excels very, very well with the whole simplistic point and click, and maybe even some advanced gameplay like, of course, Detroit Become Human, various things like that. So I do believe The Walking Dead excels as a story-based medium. And that was not the case with Overkill's. Overkill's really just focused on trying to do story that fell flat and gameplay that fell flat. And I think Skybound needs to go ahead and evaluate what happened with Overkill The Walking Dead and what happened with Telltale The Walking Dead, and look at their mistakes and fix them and make a great product. So that is my opinion on this news here. It's very unfortunate this game sucked so much, but I think that this is a step in the right direction for Skybound Games. It shows they really do care about their IP, and they won't let a studio who's doing a horrible job just walk all over their IP and make it terrible. They do have plans for the IP, and they do have plans as a studio, and I'm excited to go ahead and see what they have to offer with The Walking Dead or whatever else they have cooking up for us. So go ahead and comment down below your thoughts and opinions on this story. It's a very, very interesting one, and hopefully we will see some more information in the coming months about Skybound Games. So that's it. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you guys have enjoyed, and subscribe for more awesome content like this on the channel. I'm Infernal, and I will catch you guys next time on The Walking Dead.